Green Book is the winner of 3 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great American artist, Don Shirley. He has performed at the White House twice.
Best Supporting Actor, Maher Shala Ali.
Where'd you learn how to play like that?
My mother, as soon as I could walk.
You're unbelievable.
I think what really intrigued me about Don Shirley was how complicated he was. There's just so much to pull from in terms of just the things he was dealing with, the things that he struggled with, the things that he exhibited a degree of excellence in. So just the range of things that I was going to be challenged with in tackling was really attractive. Green Book is in reference to what was called the Negro Motorist Green Book, which was around in the 60s, which basically instructed black people or directed black people where they could stay in the South safely and be welcomed, because our country was segregated at that time. And what I learned was that it was something that gave a lot of African Americans a little bit of peace in traveling, because they knew they could plot their journey. They knew exactly where they could stay and not necessarily go to these towns or these cities and be worried about finding a place to sleep. It's definitely more of a drama, but I think the way in which Peter Farrelly and the writers, Brian Curry and Nick Vallelonga, I think the way in which they just so perfectly sculpted this script that there hasn't been a lot of changes on the day, and they really struck a really beautiful balance of, I think, pulling you to the heights of laughter and sort of bringing you to the depths of someone's struggle and their pain. He's just immersed in the character, and so how he pitches ideas and bouncing things off you is something that is really unique, and I've just really learned a lot from how he approaches the character, how he lives in the character. I think I've always been that person who will say, can I get one more take? And Vigo will always ask for one more than I do. So he's very much a perfectionist, and it really has been a clinic and working with him, and a real joy, and he's been a wonderful ally. As a black musician wanting to play classical music, being limited to a certain type of music because of how people may not accept him, and I think that that is relevant in a certain way now, because just take Hollywood for instance, can a woman lead X, Y, and Z? Well, the perception is these films don't do well here, or this doesn't sell here, and so the effort is not truly made to do that overseas or do that internationally, because the perception is it won't do well there. So how does that ever change? How does someone ever really reach their capacity or their potential if the ideal is already that you're a failure or that you will fail at something before you're even given the opportunity? So I don't think I don't think we've gotten over that as a culture, whether that be specifically about an African-American issue or a gender issue or LGBTQ issue, whatever. Those issues have always been a part of our culture, and I think that they continue to transform in some way, and that's something that we always have to shed light on and try to eradicate.